I wanted to show you guys because it's Earth Day week. We're going to just do a lot of projects this week. But for my younger students, I figured out I would probably show you guys how to draw a few animals. Um, and because we just did the Chesapeake Bay last week, I think I was going to do a few fish and turtle and jellyfish and things you would find in our Chesapeake Bay if you went swimming. So please do not draw them in the exact same spot that I draw mine. I just want to show you how to draw it, and then you can do it on your own. You can come up with any composition. So let's say you're scuba diving underneath the water. What would you see? So if I were going to draw a fish, I'm going to start with the shape of an oval. Now, let's see if up here. So these are that's my circle, my oval, my square, my rectangle, which is longer on two sides than the other two sides. Square is equal on all four sides. A triangle is a shape I will use, and it doesn't always have to be that direction. It could be any sort of direction for a triangle. A half circle. If I went all the way around there, that would be my full circle, but I'm just going to use a half circle. And then I'm going to use the lines that we've talked about. We've done straight lines. We've done squiggly lines or wavy lines. We've done zigzag lines. And we did a spiral. So I might try to use all of those shapes in my drawing. So, okay, so to do my fish, I'm going to take that oval shape and I'm going to put it in here. Now, to give my fish a mouth, you can do two things. You can either use one of those curved lines, or you can erase part of this and do part of a triangle or the letter V going in there. How about that? Now, to do a fin on my fish tail, for my fish tail, I'm going to do a triangle. Now, if you want to make a fancy fish tail, I'm going to erase this and this. So now it looks like my fish tail just belongs to my fish. You can do another V here and erase this line. There's a fancy fish tail. Now the side fins are going to be a triangle, but remember up here where I said it doesn't have to be going straight up and down, it can go to the side. I'm going to make a triangle that goes to the side. If I add my little lines, there's that. I'm going to use a circle for my eye. I might make another little circle inside. There you go. Now you can dress up your fish however you want. You can add another triangle up here or a triangle down here. This is a half of a triangle. So see how you could do a full triangle, but you're only going to do half of a triangle. There you go. Your fish could have stripes on it. You could have your fin, your stripes back here for your tail. Your tail could be pointier. It's up to you to make your fish however you want it to be. Now, let's move on to a jellyfish. We're going to use our half circle for our jellyfish. So I'm going to put my jellyfish up here, my half circle. Now, if anyone's ever gotten stung by a jellyfish, you know that it's its tentacles that come down, that wrap around you and give you a little zap. So let's make some fun tentacles. I am going to use my squiggly lines. And they don't have to be all the same length. I guess I should say wavy lines instead. right out there. There is my jellyfish. Now, I have never really seen jellyfish eyes before, but you know what? I'm going to put some jellyfish eyes on because I like happy jellyfish. There's my happy jellyfish. All right, now let's see a turtle. What shape would we use for a turtle again? I think I'm going to use that half circle. I'm going to give my turtle a little tail. So I'm going to use a triangle, but I'm going to make it a curvy triangle. How about that? Like a little pointy one that goes up. I'm going to use the circle for my head. I might use those half circles again for its feet, but I'm going to flip them upside down. So it's kind of like a smiley face here. And I could do part of a hidden one to be the legs that are on the other side of the turtle. Put that. I'm going to use that circle again for an eye. I'm going to give him a mouth, a little smiley face. Then I'm going to do maybe some squares and triangles for his shells, but they may not fit perfectly, so I'm going to have to bend them a little bit. So if I start up here, then I can go and make a long one there, long one here, shorter one here to fit in. Then I'm not quite sure how to do this one now. So just make whatever shapes you want in there for your turtle. So I'm still using 4 sides. It's called a trapezoid because its sides are bent in, but they're just smaller. So there's my turtle. Add whatever else you want to it. I mean, he could be a happy turtle with a little hat on him. If you wanted to make a hat, it's up to you. Okay, let's see. Oh, a starfish. How about that? Now, starfish, we're going to use some of our triangles. I'd like to maybe say instead like a V. We'll use that V shape. So a starfish has 5 arms that come out. And do you know if one of those arms gets cut off, it grows back out? How about that? So I'm going to start up here. There's my one upside down V. Starfish are really tricky to draw, so don't get upset. There's another V. So we've got 1, 2. Now let's make a third one. Let's make our 4th one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I have to make my 5th one. There is my starfish. Again, I'm going to make it a happy starfish. Now let's see, other things we might want to add into our underwater would be some seaweed. So that's a sign of a healthy river, is the seaweed. I'm going to use that squiggly line. It's not as squiggly as this one. It's a little flattened out. And I'm just going to follow that shape. Whichever shape I made here, I'm going to follow my squiggly line there. Then let's see if I was going to do some coral down here. It's just going to be, use those round shapes. And then I'm just going to keep adding, overlapping my round squiggly shapes to make the rocks on the bottom. Now, other things we can add to this, bubbles. So I'm going to do a big circle, medium circle, and a little circle. That's the bubbles going up. Let's see, I bet the turtle, while he's talking, will have some bubbles too. And then, how about the current? The current is the way that the river moves. So I am just going to do a really big squiggly line. Now notice I stop when I get to my animal and I just pick it up afterwards. And they don't all have to be the same length. I can do a couple little ones. And I'm going to do some above here so it knows that the jellyfish is not above my river line. This is not my river line. It's just my current line. Okay, so have fun drawing and then feel free to color it in. Anything you want to color in. You can use markers or paint or anything that you guys have. I don't know what you have at home, but have fun with this and let me see your great creations that you came up with. All right, have a great day.